Hey guys, Will Bowen here with PA Software, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to set up your camera to record videos for Pitch Analyzer Pro R1. Before you start recording videos, you want to consider the environment that you're going to be recording in. Are you going to be recording inside, or are you going to be recording outside? That plays a major factor in the type of camera that you're going to be using. Some cameras are more adept at capturing the artificial light from your fluorescent bulbs inside. Most cameras, however, are not, which is why Pitch Analyzer Pro R1 is going to mostly be used outside. But if you are in an indoor setting, if you go to our website, we do have a list of cameras that are adapted at recording indoors in our FAQ section. So with that said, I'm going to be showing you an example of an outdoor setting. So when you're doing this, what you want to consider first is how much sunlight you got. So if you're recording on a nice sunny day, that's fantastic. That provides ideal conditions. What you're trying to maximize here is the contrast between the baseball and your backdrop. If you look behind me, I've got a nice dark backdrop, and I got the sun in my face, which means I'm going to be illuminating that baseball against that nice dark backdrop. So what we're trying to really do here is maximize contrast. So the newer your baseball is, the better it's going to show up against a dark backdrop. So wherever you're recording, try and maximize this contrast. So you found an area where you can maximize the contrast between the backdrop and the baseball, and you're really getting a lot of light shining onto the picture. So the next thing you want to do is obviously set up your recording device. So I've got home plate here, and there's a couple different things that we can do. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to grab my tripod. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a tripod and you're going to get it about maybe, about 4.5 feet tall. And you want to mount your recording device to this tripod. What that's going to do is it's going to stabilize the camera. We don't want to be up there holding the camera. You'll get shaky hands and everything, and it's just not very effective. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this tripod and we're going to step off about 6 feet behind the front of home plate. So we're just going to step this off. We're going to set it up about 6 feet behind home plate. Now, putting the tripod at this location maximizes the features and functionality of the software. You're going to get strike zone location, you're going to get your sky view of how the ball's moving from left to right as it's crossing the plate, and you're obviously going to get your velocity. Having it in this position, you're going to be able to use all the functionality of your software. Now, this isn't the only place you can put the tripod. Say you didn't want to risk maybe hitting your camera or damaging your equipment. The beautiful thing about Pitch Analyzer Pro R1 is you do have variable placement behind home plate. So you can move it left to right some. So if you wanted to, we could take our tripod. We can actually move it a couple feet off to the left or right of home plate. Now you want to be maybe a foot or two, maybe move it back just a little bit, maybe a foot or two behind home plate as well, but you can actually move it left to right. So that provides you with a little more flexibility in your camera placement. Alright, that's as easy as it is to set up your recording device to start recording in Pitch Analyzer Pro R1. Now, the one thing I did forget to mention, when you do set your camera up off to the side, either left or right of home plate, you're not going to get the full functionality of the software. You're going to be limited to flight path and velocity. So having it set up behind home plate is going to give you the full effect of the software's capabilities. So once you start recording or decide that, okay, it's time to start recording pitches for use in the software, what you don't want to do is record an entire bullpen session in one single take. The software just doesn't have the capability to analyze multiple pitches in a single video clip. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to record each throw in a single video. So you're going to have a bunch of short individual clips that are maybe just a few seconds long. Now, the software isn't limited on how long the clip can be, so that's not going to be a problem. Just remember that the longer that the clip is, the longer it's going to take the software to go through that clip. So that's why we recommend them only being a few seconds long. But other than that, that's it. That's really all it takes to record and set up video to use the software. If you got any questions, feel free to contact us on our contact page on the website. Be sure to check out the FAQ section. There's a lot of common questions that you may have as a user that some of our other users have asked us, and we've gone in and supplied a bunch of answers for those. So if you don't see exactly what you're looking for, you can always reach us on our contact page, and we'll get back with you as soon as we can.